What do we do when that body language is maybe coming from within, or maybe we're starting to read into a coach's body language? What are your thoughts there, Trinity?
When you have a discussion within 24 hours.
We have a discussion within 24 hours. What's something you might say to your teammate, McKenna? What's something you might say to your teammate if you saw your passer maybe has missed a couple passes to you as a setter, and you start to see maybe some doubt? Maybe you've had a couple bad sets. What's that conversation look like to you?
Well, if my passer made a mistake, I would, instead of like saying like, oh, right back, I would celebrate and say like, hey, you're getting better, don't worry about it, like next one. And then like, also like, if I know what they did wrong, I would point it out. And the way they like to be talked to, I'll talk to them in that way.
Okay, beautiful. Let's get some time for that. Have I built up enough trust where we can have the thing we talked about? I can talk a couple through. Have we built up, do you trust me enough yet to give a real life example? So, I think this is a really awesome leadership opportunity in practice. So, Bree switched to middle, right? I haven't seen Bree play middle all my 2 days here yet. Right, in the first few possessions, the timing was off between B and Bree. Remember that in the middle of practice, right? So, to me, neither of them had poor body language. My perception, and this is where if you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable, I think it would serve the group, because what we're going to get to, but you don't have to yet, right? Because we haven't worked a long time on that yet. My perception is Bree started to get down on herself based on her body language, right? And B, I pulled B aside there and said, hey, that was a cool leadership opportunity. She didn't do anything wrong, but that was a really cool leadership opportunity for her within that moment to go check in and be like, hey, I still believe in you, and make sure that Bree wasn't misreading her body language. But here's what was really fascinating. When I checked in with B, you want to share what was actually going on in your head? And this is why those little conversations, those little check-ins are so important. Because Bree could have misinterpreted B's body language, but guess what B was thinking? Share what you were thinking.
I was getting frustrated that I couldn't give her the ball that she needed to hit with myself.
Right, so here's the craziest thing. Is that to an outside perspective, and even maybe to Bree, she thought, man, B's mad at me. Right, but B was actually just frustrated with herself. And that's what happens most of the time in cultures, is that you assume that a teammate is having doubt or thinking something, and really, she may be just doubting herself. And that's where that trust and transparent conversation is so important. Just check in really quick. Let's give both of them some time to be honest. Do you mind sharing what you were feeling in that moment?
I didn't think it had anything to do with you. I don't take stuff like that personal. If she's a setter, she's got stuff to go, but like.
For sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, it's like, I've heard someone else say, I'm pretty transparent, I like to be really honest. Everyone's going to be different, but that's why we can't read into it. And I'm not saying you were feeling that. I'm just saying that's what it would look like to me as a setter, right? You always want to be checking with your teammates.